money nerd, Wahidah, and I'm wanting to make a video, I don't know, I'm wanting to start doing like video diary logs, just kind of sharing with you the journey I'm going on, while also giving you like money knowledge, right? But right now I'm studying for a big ass test, the CFP, the Certified Financial Planning certification. So over the last few years, I've reviewed all of these books, and I test July 11th. I'm putting so many hours in, and I feel like I'm going nuts. So I thought I'd take you along with me because I like talking to y'all. So thank you for keeping me sane. Or maybe this is keeping me more crazy because I'm like really talking to a camera. So I don't know, whatever. Anyways, this is years in the making. Test is coming up in July. Hopefully, and I've taken this test once before I was really ready for it, and I didn't really want to take it, but the firm I was working at prior was pushing me to get licensed, so I was like, okay, I'll take it, and I failed. Surprise, surprise. So then I waited a few years to retake it, so here we go again. First time around burnt me the fuck out. Second time around, it feels like it's doing the same. But this time around, I left my job. All I've really got to do is to focus on studying, make videos for y'all, and I've got a contract job, part-time, so that's not super stressful for now. They're going to ramp up, but for now, we're okay. So let's go over let's go over some things I'm studying. Let's do some tax stuff. Okay. Safe harbor rules. Okay. Test me. So safe harbor rules are essentially to avoid underpayment penalty. So every year you got to do your taxes, and the IRS is going to calculate, did you pay enough this year when you submit your taxes? If you didn't, you get an underpayment penalty, right? So there's two different penalties. If you don't do your taxes and you don't pay, there's the non-filing penalty, and then there's an underpayment penalty, or like not paying your taxes, essentially, right? So there's two different things you could get dinged on. Okay, underpayment penalty. The safe harbor rules can help you avoid this. It's essentially saying if you have, for the current year, paid up to 90% of your taxes due, that extra 10% that you didn't pay, don't worry about it. You'll still have to pay it, you just don't get a penalty fee. Or you could go this other route, saying if you paid 100% of what your tax bill was last year, no matter what your tax bill is this year, you won't get penalized for underpaying. And that's true up until an income of $150,000. If you've got over $150,000 and you want to avoid the underpayment penalty, you've got to pay up to $110,000. You can pay at least $110,000 of what you paid last year. And then this current year, don't worry about it. You're not going to get penalized for underpaying. Where could this come into effect for y'all, for my audience? If you did like a Roth conversion, so if you got a lot of like money in an IRA, in like a 401k, and then you moved it into an IRA, and then you're wanting to convert it to post-tax dollars into a Roth IRA, converting from an IRA to a Roth IRA is a taxable event, right? So that's income for that year. So, and remember, taxes are technically due when the taxable event happens, not during tax day, right? Taxes are due when the event happens, technically. So, but we know when we convert from an IRA to a Roth IRA, we don't necessarily want to withhold any taxes, right? We want to have all of that money to go into to stay in a tax advantage account. So we would say, like, actually, don't withhold any taxes when I'm converting. I'll pay the taxes later out of my taxable account. Don't worry, I'll pay it later. A way to avoid an underpayment penalty if you've got like a big ass amount that you converted is to do this. 90%, pay 90% of your current year's tax bill or 100% of your last year's tax bill. And if you make over 150K, congratulations, happy for you, then pay 110% of your last year's tax bill. All right? Or 90% of this year's current bill. That is the safe harbor rules. Another event this might affect you with is if you got like a fat ass bonus and like withholdings aren't being taken out of that. So make sure you're just looking into how those are being treated. Okay? Let's not get underpayment penalties. Yeah, you know what? That's all. Thank you for helping me study. That actually quite helped in talking it through. Thanks for keeping me sane. If you like these videos, let me know. Maybe I'll keep doing more of them. If you don't like these videos, I think I'll still keep doing more of them. I like chatting with y'all. All right. Bye, love.